Heyo, and did I totally film this intro before but then accidentally deleted it before I even started editing it, and now I have to redo the entire thing? I don't know what you guys are talking about, but that's fine. Anyway, let me tell you what I had to go through to get. As you know, back in the day, when I used to do more color pencil stuff, my go-to was always Crayola pencils for the sole purpose that Prismacolors were way too soft. I never liked them, so I would use the Crayola pencils. And then I switched over to like Copics and gel pens now and that kind of stuff. But when I heard that Crayola was putting out 8 limited edition crayons in their set, which are the retired ones, including Dandelion, why did I say it like that? Dandelion, Raw Umber, Magic Mint, Lemon Yellow, Blue Blizzard, Mulberry, Violet Blue, and Orange Red, you know I had to go and freaking find them. And let me tell you, the Walmart I work at, the Walmart in the city, the Dollar General in my town, the Dollar General in the next town over, 2 different Dollar Trees, none of those stores had these. I had to go to fucking Staples. I had to go all the way to Staples for these just because I followed the Dandelion girl on Instagram and I was like, I need these back because I don't remember having Dandelion, like, and appreciating it. So of course I had to go and get it. And while I was there, I did find these. They were on clearance for 46 cents. This sounds weird because I already finished the illustration. But today we are going to be coloring with these crayons, and the goal is to use every single of the retired crayons in this illustration. So I'm just going to get started on that. And if you're curious about the subject of this illustration, it may or may not be the best Pokemon of all time. The one that I am absolutely the most obsessed with, because I have no idea what you would be talking about. I have no idea who this Pokemon would be. Yeah, no, such a huge mystery. Yeah, no idea. No idea who my favorite Pokemon is. Don't know what you're talking about. It's fine, it's cute. Watch to the end. Alrighty, so this sketch was inspired, of course, by Zorua, specifically the Ends Zorua common card from the Journey Together set. The artwork on that is just a Zorua laying down in a patch of grass in a forest surrounded by flowers. And honestly, that card is so cute. I was so excited when I pulled this card that I didn't even realize that I pulled the $200 PSA 10 full art Wailord. Journey Together has been a hard set to get. Pokemon cards in general are just hard to get now just because of scalpers and everything. But anytime I pull a Zorua, it just makes me so freaking happy because, like I said, he's my favorite guy. And those flowers around it, I was like, I want to go through all my flower pictures I've taken on my phone, and I want to just draw something with Zorua and flowers. And there's this one specific wreath at Michael's. It's a flower wreath that I took a picture of the last time I was there because it was just absolutely gorgeous. And it was like a gothic, emo-y color, like the blacks, the reds, dark blues, indigos. And my first thought was a Zorua laying in a wreath. And I thought, okay, I can make that work, like a Pokemon in a wreath. And then I remember that Comfey exists. And Comfey is a lay Pokemon from the Alola region, but she's essentially a wreath. So I was like, okay, scrap the wreath around Zorua's neck and let's go with Comfey, hanging out with Zorua and having just a good old grand time. So Comfey and Zorua are just BFFs hanging out. And then I did take some of the flower designs from other Zorua cards. Like I took the daisies from the End Zorua and made them almost like daffodils. Those lilac flowers that spin around the stalk of the flower, I put those in. And then also the Zorua, I believe this is from, oh god, I don't even know what fucking Zorua card this is from. It's from 2019. But it has like these little bell flowers, so I decided to put those over to the side. And then just, you know, mix and matched the scenery, put some bushes with berries, trees. And it's Pokemon, it's bright, it's colorful, and I just wanted that rainbow in the back. It looks so good. Now, I've went around to getting the line art done with this, and let me tell you, I am obsessed with this line art. I'm normally not one like patting myself on the back or being like, I'm in love with the way my artwork looks. Like, I'm proud of some stuff I put out, but I'm never obsessed with some things I put out. But this line art, I am obsessed with. And I am absolutely so obsessed with it that I scanned the line art to turn into coloring pages. That's how good I think it came out. I turned it into a coloring page. I don't know how I'm going to get it up. If it's going to be a physical copy that you can buy on Etsy or just a digital download, I'm going to have to fix it up on my computer. But this will be a line art for you guys to download or mail out. I'll figure that out. And color, I'm thinking about either making it 4x6 like my prints, or just like a half a sheet of paper, which is like 4 1/4 by 6 1/2, something like that. But I will tell you that this will definitely be a print soon, and it might even just be like a small thing where it's like you buy the print and I'll just include the line art for free. I haven't gotten that far out, but I'm hoping that this illustration goes over as well as I'm hoping it does, because just for some reason, like, people just hate artists all of a sudden. Like, back when I posted the Lucy Fur drag queen, which is also going to be a print, by the way, I made an Instagram post that was kind of rage baity, but not really. Like I said in the video, I'm not calling anyone out. I don't want this to become a witch hunt, but for some reason, every person has a problem with somebody venting about another person, like when they don't even know the story. And I had one person genuinely come on my profile and say that I have no right to talk about another person, another artist, because I'm not a good artist and I lack the fundamental skills of being an artist. Like, first of all, the story wasn't much so about her being a bad artist, even though I personally don't enjoy her style and personally think it has not improved in the last, 15 years since I've known her. But to come on and say that somebody lacks the fundamental skills, like, that's kind of fucked up. And honestly, that had me fucked up for days. Like, I couldn't sketch anything properly. I was like, what the fuck? And then I did one line in anatomy perfectly, and I was like, all right, I'm over it. Because at that point I was like, I don't need to fucking listen to this asshole. I know I have skills enough to get me to where I am today. Like, I'm not huge on YouTube. I have 270 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you guys. I have almost 900 Instagram followers. I have a 5-star Etsy shop. So this was just somebody just being asked just to be an ass on purpose, saying I don't have fundamental skills, like, whatever. So this is also kind of petty because, like, this is why I used crayons for this, because this is just a proof to myself for my own security that I do have the fundamental skills, because I can make something out of crayons and it looks like this. I think it looks good because it's not it's not about the supplies you use. It's about your skills, like your talent, and you need to build on talent. You need to learn anatomy. You need to learn color theory. Not everything is big balloon boobs and neon colors. You need to have skills. Like, I mean, if that's your style, that's your style. It doesn't mean I have to like it. And I feel a lot of this stems from the fact that people are hating on artists because we're finally standing up for what we're worth because of AI. Like, you can just go onto an AI program and type, show me a picture of the Minecraft movie illustration, and it just pops out of nowhere and it looks like shit. But artists require time, require skill, and people just think with AI, like, oh, it's so accessible. Like, I don't need to pay an artist for that. And it's bullshit, because AI slop looks like crap. And wouldn't you rather have a stylized illustration that took time by somebody? And sure, you cost more with an artist, but it's also just better for the environment. Like, AI is such bullshit. Art takes skill, AI does not. Artists over AI 100% of the way, no doubt about that. And definitely coloring with crayons is like just something to bring you back to your roots, to remind you that you're an artist. You started out as a kid and here you are now filming for YouTube, coloring Pokemon with crayons like you did when you were a kid. So it's fine. And when I mentioned the skill with the crayons is definitely layering and blending colors. I'll be honest, I hate pastels. I hate oil pastels. I hate chalk pastels. Crayons are basically wax pastels, technically speaking, and I'm awful with these for the most part, but I just layer them slowly, build up color, and over time it just turns out the way I like it. Like the Zorua, I'm looking at my Zorua cards and yeah, he's gray, but he's like this purpley indigo gray. So Zorua's base fur has 5 different crayons layered on top of each other to get the color I want, and it's just over and over layering and layering, and it's just a bunch of layering, blending to get the colors you need. And I feel like I'm just repeating myself because I don't know how else to word it. Anyway, the goal of this illustration, besides to prove to myself that I do have fundamental skills despite somebody with a private account and no followers says about me, girl, get real. The goal of this was not to use all of the colors in the limited edition set. It was just to use the 8 retired crayons. But I did end up taking out the neon crayons. I hate neon, as I mentioned before. So I actually, every time I swatched it, I'd be like, ew. And then I just got sick of picking them up by accident. So I just took them all away. Didn't bother using them because, like I said, I hate neon. But I think my set was mixed up because as I was mixing and matching, I'm looking for white crayons to blend stuff out. And my box on the top says I have a white crayon, but there's none in here. And I have duplicates of like midnight blue, or the jungle green. I'm like, why do I have duplicates of these colors, but I don't have a white? And I'm thinking, was this a mistake or did somebody tamper with this box? I mean, they left the dandelion, like, slay, but why would you take the white? I'm gonna have to like figure out what actually comes in this set because that just confused the hell out of me. So without the white, I just had to like, you know, blend colors on top of each other because I was going to use the white to blend them out, but that didn't happen. So like I just ended up mixing and matching the colors, like the trees, the grass, the bushes, just a bunch of different patches of colors, layering to blend them out, and I think it looks nice. Like it looks colorful, and it looks like how Pokemon card art is. Pokemon card art is. It's colorful, it's bright, lots of layering. I like it. And especially liked it at the end with the trees when my cat jumped up on here and scared the hell out of me. Like I actually did mess it up. I'm looking at it, the one tree on the left has color coming out on the side because my cat scared the hell out of me. So thanks, Lydia. Appreciate that. She was trying to help, okay? She was trying to help me before I got to the sky. And then after I did the sky, which was just a light gradient, I was really excited to go on to these pearlescent colors. I don't know if I mentioned it in the intro, but I got these pearlescent colors on clearance at Staples. They were 46 cents for the box. And yeah, it says pearlescent. The box is gorgeous. The crayons are not pearlescent at all. The wax is pearlescent in the crayon, but it has the same gloss that the rest of the crayons do, if not less. I'm holding it up to the light, and the body on Zoroa with the most layers has more gloss than the pearlescent water. So I was like, okay, whatever. But I'm reading the box now, and it says that they're extra smooth, which makes sense because as I was laying these down, it feels weird saying it, but they were creamy as all hell. They were super smooth, easy to blend, and I was so excited because I wanted a pearlescent rainbow, but that didn't happen, so now it's more just like a pastel-y color, but it's fine. It blends in with the sky, and I think it looks good. Let me say, the smell and texture of these crayons is just, I love it. I love the smell of Crayola crayons. It smells so good. The texture is so good. Except sorry to my white gel pen because this gel pen does not like the texture of these crayons, which is low-key hilarious, but it's whatever. Anyway, that is the full illustration of Zoroa with his Comfy friend, and it is so freaking cute. I love the colors. I love the vibe. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to, and the texture of the crayons just, it's so nice. And take that for not having any fundamental skills. Yes, I thrive on pettiness, as we've all been known as per Lucy Fur, and now this. So thank you guys so much for watching. The link to my Instagram is down below, as well as my Etsy. And if you think I have fundamental skills in art, I would definitely check back every week by subscribing. YouTube gods love when I say shit like that, so we're going with it. Like, leave a comment talking about how great my fundamental skills are. You don't have to do that. I'm just being an ass at this point. And I will see you guys next week. And holy shit, next week is fucking Mermaid. I just looked at my calendar. God damn. Time is moving too fast. Links to everything down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Do what you gotta do, boo-boo. And I'll see you guys next week for fucking Mermaid, I guess. Bye.